So Halo Infinite and 343 Industries has lost another key member of its team. Is it time to start worrying about Halo Infinite and its development? Is there turmoil at 343 Industries? I'm going to answer those questions and more, including reading a statement clarifying some things from 343 themselves, and I'll also give you guys my opinions as far as what I think is going on at 343 throughout this video. I'm your boy Patman. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hit that like button if you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to do that because it greatly supports the channel. Also, if you guys are new here and are looking for a channel that covers everything from MCC all the way up to Halo Infinite, then look no further. So go ahead and click that subscribe button right now, and I will keep you guys up to date in all the latest happenings in the world of Halo. And when news is slow, I even tend to dive into some lore videos if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. So if you guys remember, maybe a couple months ago, I made a video about Tim Longo, the creative director for Halo Infinite, leaving the company, and basically said I wasn't really worried about 343 because these kind of things happen, and as long as Chris Lee stays as the overseer of Halo Infinite, I wasn't worried. Well, now Mary Olsen has also departed 343 Industries, and she was the lead producer on the campaign. Now to some, this may be worrisome, but to me, I'm not worried because these kind of things happen throughout the game's development. Uncharted 4 had a lot of people from Naughty Dog leave before the game was coming out. You would have to think that Halo Infinite's campaign has to already be not done, but the basic outline of that campaign has to be solidified already. They know the story they want to tell. They've probably already built the world and the levels that they want, and they're going to go back and obviously add textures or whatever, eliminate any kind of bugs and really polish the game. I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm talking about when it comes to game design, but I would imagine that Halo Infinite's campaign is already in the direction that it was already going to be in. So this woman leaving doesn't really worry me, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, 343 is falling apart, Infinite's in trouble, and no, I don't think it is. And to hammer down on that point even more, I'm going to read a statement from John Unishek, who is a prominent member, if you guys know anything about the Halo community and 343 Industries. He's one of the more noticeable names out there, so you guys should know who John Unishek is. He had a statement that he put on Reddit, and he just said, hey all, I wanted to jump in and clarify what Tim, as far as Tim Longo, and Mary's roles were at the studio because there seems to be quite a bit of confusion here. Before that happens though, I'd like to reassure everyone that the entire Halo Infinite team is rallying behind the game and is working hard to make sure we can execute on its vision. John's statement continues by saying Tim's role as creative director was to help make creative decisions around the design and direction of the game, whether it was campaign, multiplayer, etc. Mary's role as executive producer and then lead producer on campaign was to help drive the game to its completion for our holiday 2020 release date, with the latter specifically focusing on campaign deliverables. Unfortunately, the thread's title saying he was replaced with Mary Olsen and also she left is far from accurate, and they're referring to this article basically implying that Mary Olsen had replaced Tim Longo as the creative director, and that's just not true. So John keeps saying, it implies that Mary took over creative control of the entire game, didn't like what she saw, and then decided to leave. If that's what actually happened, I could totally understand getting worried, but that isn't the case, as she was lead producer and not a creative director. Producers at our studio support designers, engineers, artists, etc. by helping each of them track and hit deliverables. They also ensure that the people they support are not overwhelmed with too much work and have all the tools and information needed to hit their deadlines. To put it simply, producers are the ones tasked with making sure the studio is always moving forward. Even our community team has a producer to ensure we're tracking our deliverables, like blogs, social media posts, flighting emails, and whatever pops up in between. Since Tim and Mary were friends of mine, I'm sad I don't get to see them as often, but I'm happy to see both of them doing well. Mary is joining Josh Holmes at Midwinter, who was one of the main people behind Halo 4. He used to work at 343 and then left after Halo 4. And that is nothing short of exciting news for me because I'm eager to give Scavengers another go soon. I played it at E3 and thoroughly enjoyed it. And funny enough, I actually just bumped into Tim the other night at the theater for the opening night of The Joker. Side note, great movie, go see it unless you guys our children because it is brutal. That is a brutal movie, but absolutely loved it. John finished his statement by saying, basically a too long didn't read. Title is super misleading of the article. There is no creative dilemma inside the studio and there's no writing on the walls. Apologies for the long write-up, but I hope it helps clarify. And it sure as hell did. In my opinion, this was a great time to make a statement just to silence the people about Halo Infinite and how it was doomed and blah, 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 blah. I'm not worried about it. I don't think you guys should be either. If you guys do want to hear some more input on this, go ahead and check out the Halo Outreach podcast that will be streaming live on my Twitch and my buddy Kevin Kulex's Twitch this weekend. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to know when we'll be going live. It's really just whenever we can have the time set aside for the podcast, but we will definitely be talking about this topic. I'll be getting Kevin's take on it, what he thinks. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch and on Twitter if you guys want to really stay up to date with everything. And I do a lot of streaming on Halo, so if you guys want to check out some of those streams, the support has been tremendous lately, so I'd appreciate it. If you guys have made it this far in the video, comment down below and let me know if you guys are worried about Halo Infinite after these departures, or if you're like me and you're just looking at it as, hey, people are leaving for other opportunities, their work is probably done, and Halo Infinite is not crashing and burning to the ground. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are still here, click that subscribe, click that like button to support the channel, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Until then, I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.